Gonna go ahead and hit record. We're gonna record it tonight. I'm not gonna live stream because for whatever reason, Facebook is not letting me live stream this evening, unfortunately, but I'll try and load it up on Facebook anyway so that everybody can catch it. I was really feeling strongly tonight um to do this energy clearing, this energy field cleansing, because we talk a lot about our energy fields. And there's this way to kind of really understand it by picturing the layers. And sometimes you'll hear people say they can see colors or they can see auras or they can see this or that. When you see the colors, you're actually seeing the emotional part of your energy field. There's this emotions layer and it's represented by color, and that's kind of what you can read. And so my intention for tonight is to give you guys a really nice understanding of the energetic fields and sort of the layers of it, kind of like an onion. And what we're going to do is go into a meditation at the end where we cleanse and clear all of these energy levels and take that energy that we have. When you're sending love and you're sending energy, and we're all empaths, we're all sensitive, right? So we're always sending energy out to people. What we're going to do is we're going to call back home some of that energy tonight. We're going to call back home some of that energy that has been, um, I don't know. Sorry, I just got a chat in the message in the chat. They're saying I'm lagging. It's not telling me I'm unstable, but I'm unstable tonight, let me tell you. I'm just teasing. So hopefully it's not my connection, but I will do my best to keep my eye on the chat just in case. So, so yeah, my intention is to help us call back some of this energy home, to literally clear and cleanse our energy systems, because we know that energy follows intention. It's actually quite easy to clear and clean out your energetic field. And so this is something that I would encourage you guys to do on a daily basis by just sort of acknowledging these layers and being able to kind of get into your bubble. So I'm going to get us into this nice protective bubble so that you just have this clear energy path moving forward, because there has been some big shifts. There has been, between this eclipse portal that we had and this last full moon that just came about, and the next weeks that are coming up, and the way the sun is moving in and the way we have some of these planets moving in, like Neptune's coming in today to kind of be this sort of gentle teacher, and kind of show us how capable we really are, and sort of show us all of these things that we've been creating. And for a lot of us, there's been a lot of, you guys have heard me talk about these new opportunities that have been coming up. And for a lot of us, there's been these new opportunities that have come up, and we've actually taken some of them and we've actually really started to move forward. And here's where some of that resistance is popping in and popping up. It's like all of a sudden, we've been really sort of sure about a lot of these things that we wanted, but now that some of them are coming in, we're kind of like, oof, do I want those? And a lot of people are questioning things. They're questioning, like, should I have done this? It seemed like the path of least resistance. It seemed like what I always wanted. But literally, now that we're moving towards it, that resistance is kind of coming up a little bit. So with Neptune coming in, Neptune is really all about our self-worth and really kind of our natural abilities. And it's coming in right now so that we can fine tune our nature and purpose a little bit. When we don't really know exactly what it is that we want, or we're having a little bit of a hard time really visualizing and seeing what that real want is, that real true choice is to make. I mean, we can see what we want, but we sometimes don't exactly see who we are becoming. And what has been happening is we have been becoming this this new identity in a way, right? We've been creating this new identity, and a lot of people have been saying a lot of people have been saying that they feel like they're walking in two worlds. Like they feel kind of like this. We're calling it a full moon hangover, and this full moon hangover has been a lot of weird ascension type symptoms. a lot of weird sort of things, such as headaches and feeling really foggy and feeling kind of like you're almost like in two places at once. And that's literally because part of us, and this is the energetic field, this is that alignment that we have been going for, right? We've been coming into alignment with things. But what really came in clear for me today is that we are getting in alignment. And when we are feeling like we're still walking in two worlds, or like we have one foot in one world and one foot in the other, it's because there's things that we're still doing from the past. I get goosebumps. It just like blew all the way up my body when I had this thought this afternoon. I was like, that's what it is. It's that, we're choosing this new identity. We are, and it's vibrationally becoming into our alignment. But physically on this 3D level, there's still some things that we're not doing that are lining up with it. And that's what's kind of causing some of that contrast. So it's been, just in what I've heard from people this week, is a lot of ancestral stuff, a lot of old stuff, a lot of things that like we didn't even realize that have come up. And so what I've been noticing is, even when I've been talking about getting out there on social media and stuff like that, I was writing to someone today and I wrote something like, I just have to get out there and market myself more on this crazy online world. It's scary. And I went, oh, that's what I believe. I believe it's scary, that online marketing world. That all of a sudden I realized, I had some people message me today and say, oh, your videos are coming up just automatically for me. And I realized, oh my gosh, everything I'm putting on YouTube is just coming across everyone I know's field. And so the algorithm, once they've looked me up, it's starting to flow. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I'm out there. I really have to be cognizant of what it is that I'm putting out there, right? Making sure that I'm signing up properly, the way that I want my videos to be seen, to make sure that I don't just have everything out there for everybody. My body's releasing just thinking about that. But one way to know what you really believe about stuff is to pay attention to some of those things that you're saying. We cannot fool the universe. The universe is vibration. So we can be thinking we're doing all the things, I'm doing all the things, but what are your thoughts? What are your beliefs? What are some of these things that are still kind of holding us back? So with this week, it's kind of about, I like that. Thanks, Nikki. Boom. It's kind of about taking ownership. It's kind of about claiming your life back, really sort of understanding these things that are being shown to us in this particular light. And it's happening in this particular light at this particular time because we are ready for it. And the sun's energy, everything that's coming in, is just kind of helping us all really propel forward. And so these things, I've found a lot of people saying lately, like it's been sort of worse than ever with this person or that person. And it's because it's no longer in alignment. That relationship, the way that was functioning, is maybe no longer in true alignment with what you had previously set up. And so to always be kind of thinking about the open-ended possibilities. What if we were to just kind of let this go? What if we were to just go for this? What if someone bought a house out here and then was like literally last night going, oh, did I make a mistake? Maybe I should just stay in the city. But they've always wanted to come out here. It was like something they always wanted to do. Now that they finally have it, it's like, oh, do I really want that? This is big stuff. And we're making these huge leaps and bounds into these new timelines, into these new identities. And so we have to be sure that we really want it. And we have to stay in that momentum of choosing it and claiming it and feeling it and being it. And so that whole you have to be it to see it really is coming into play right now, into a greater understanding, in that we have to be that identity that we are in alignment with, that we have been moving towards, because we have been taking those shifts. And so when that tension will come in, that's to show us where it's not. And so really paying attention to some of these things is I feel, very, very pertinent and very, very important. We're really coming into our intuition this week. So this is why I wanted us to understand our energy levels and the layers, because we're at a point where, if you wanted to learn light language, if you wanted to learn how to read auras or to see colors or to whatever, you can tap into that. You can do whatever you want. You're a powerful, creative, amazing, magical being. We just have to know what we want and be able to understand it. And when we can understand our bodies on that true energetic level, not just our 3D level, not just the subconscious, unconscious, superconscious. When we really understand and can feel our energy field, it gives us this energy. It gives us this ability to be able to clean, clear, tap in, tune on, turn on anytime we want. Literally like a switch. So a lot of people are like, how can I how can I shift the way I'm thinking? This is a really great way to do it, because there's so many other people's energies that we've allowed to enter our field and sort of drain us and scar us and still are even sucking some of that energy. When we actually go in and cleanse and clear all that with intention, it gives you this new slate, just like we're getting right now. We're getting this. I have my hands up here. I don't know why I'm talking with my hands so much, but we have this clean slate to start from right now. We get to script how we want life to be. We get to script exactly what we want to manifest. And this is why this is kind of pertinent and important right now, because we get to script whatever it is that we want. And we really get to do this in a real way that's going to affect the rest of our lives. This is huge. This is really big stuff. So this week is all about kind of claiming your magic and really moving into who you are and your gifts, just with the way the planets are lined up and the sun is coming in. The sun is kind of like supercharging our intuitive abilities. So a lot of people are even feeling like they were going so hard, they're feeling a little burnt out right now. This week is a really good time to sort of reset. This weekend is going to be supercharged. Today is a Master Power Day, so I thought it would be very, very cool to do this energy cleanse. But I also know that coming into this weekend, Saturday is going to be kind of like a supercharged day where you're probably even going to maybe even recognize some new skills that you have, or get into some old skills that you had that you haven't used for a long time. Something kind of familiar but unfamiliar is going to happen on Saturday, and Sunday will sort of be the reset from that. So know that the energy is going to be abound tomorrow for new opportunities, or to dial in and fine tune some of these opportunities that you've had, to be a hell yeah, to be a yes, this is what I want to do. It's kind of like um, a bit of an accelerated intuition type of a week coming up. So I just love that we can be kind of prepared for this, so that we know when we get our socks knocked off and on Sunday we feel like hiding out, that that's exactly what's happening on a collective level. But this is all happening on a collective level in so many ways. For people that aren't even doing this work, they're going through things where it's just like, I just, oh God, I just need to change this, or I really wonder if I should be doing this. I know I always wanted it, and we're going into these really cool conversations where almost everybody's kind of the same. Staying heart-centered, kind of breathing deeply through your belly, really staying cleansed, and noticing your energy body, noting your own auras and feeling into your own energy fields this week is going to be kind of like being able to drive a rocket ship exactly where you want to go, just really feeling good and really feeling clean and clear coming in. So the layers, first of all, are quite neat, because we have our physical layer there. It's said that we choose this physical body, whatever body that we have, we've chosen it. We are in this body for the lessons that we will learn from it, with it, for it, through it. We are scripting this before we're even born. So this physical body that we're coming into at this physical time, with these parents, with this ancestral knowledge, with all of this, we apparently chose this. And right outside of that physical level is our blueprint level, we call it. So it's kind of like a grid. It's either a grid for a matrix, where some people can almost see it like roots. Some people see it as like a computer type matrix, but this is the blueprint. This is the blueprint for sort of your soul's journey, your soul's destiny, your soul's um, true path, that nature and purpose. This is where this all sort of sits in your blueprint level. And this blueprint layer is just outside of the physical realm. So you have your physical body, and then like just within about an inch or two from the physical body is this blueprint, and it's like this little layer that's just around that physical layer. It's really quite cool. And the very next one is our emotional layer. And that's the one I was talking about that is colors. This is our aura. This is what people see. And if you see an aura picture, like these are actual layers and levels that have been recorded on cameras, on specific infrared type cameras, that you can actually see these layers, these layers of energy. It's absolutely wild. So just outside of that blueprint is your emotional, and that's colors. So you can think just, what kind of colors is my emotional layer right now. You might notice different colors. You might notice that they're congruent with the chakra colors. You might notice that they're totally not colors at all from the chakra scale, and that there's just colors that are just moving around your body. When we're in the meditation, we're going to feel that. But it's literally very much like a colored grid, and that sits out just a few more inches on top of that. And then as we get a little bit wider out, we have our mental energetic level. So this is kind of like the vibration of our mental state. This is a whole other realm all on its own. It's kind of between the physical and the spiritual world. So it's kind of that connection. It's almost like electrical. If you were to think about that level or that layer, it's almost like this electric shocky type of feeling layer. After that, we have our heart energetic level. And for some of you, you know that you can expand your heart energy center far out. Sometimes you can even expand it to up to 50 feet away. There are people that are able to kind of expand that energy. And this is why when we get out into nature and we breathe and we roll our shoulders back and we hold our arms out, that we feel so good and we feel expanded in our energy. Think about when you feel really crappy. We feel all contracted. You know how you want to just kind of like curl in. That's your physical, that's your emotional, that's your mental layer, that's your blueprint, all just kind of shutting in, protecting itself. When we get out and ground in nature, that enables that energy field to open up, and that gets us feeling that expansiveness. The pitch in my ears just changed, like my ears just popped. It was kind of neat. So even I always talk about horses, how their heart center, their heart energy center is usually about 3 to 4 feet out from their body. Well, ours can do the same thing. In fact, your energy center, just like if you guys saw the Facebook picture that I had on this event, it's got this sort of globy type of grid around us, and that is truly your energy field. So just by going like this, just by running your hands, you're running your hands through your energy field right now. It truly is this bubble that always kind of sits in and around us. So that heart center, you'll feel it literally connect out from your heart and push out into the world. Then we have our spiritual level. Now my computer's telling me I'm unstable. Sorry if I'm glitching at all, you guys. The spiritual level. So this is that level that can actually reach out to 50 to 100 feet away. It can reach out a little bit further. This is what I'm connecting with you guys right now. When I'm doing my bioenergy work just online, I'm actually connecting into that spiritual level. I can feel it right now, even as my hands come out. They get tingly, almost like they're going through that electrical type level as they come out of my energy field. And I feel the shift in my fingers. It's like feeling little sparklies to calmness and then to pulling when I get into the cosmic level. So after spiritual comes the cosmic level, and that is literally the collective. That is the energy that we can connect with all beings, as we are all one, just like we are part of divine energy itself, right? So you can almost think of yourself like this little globe. And that's why a lot of times when people are getting sick, they're starting to not feel well, I will recommend doing some of that energy work. Now, I have a couple of courses that are out there. I have Shift Your Frequency, and some in Chaos to Clarity as well, where we actually do some work in the energy field. And this really gives you a good understanding of how the energy fields work. But what you can do is, if you're not feeling well, you can actually clean it and clear it physically by lifting one arm up, and you put your palms up just like this, reaching towards the sky, and you breathe in from that hand, just like you're breathing in energy, and then you have your other arm outstretched down the same way, and you breathe out that way. Then you literally swing your hands around, you have one arm up, breathe in, breathe down, breathe out towards the arm that's down, and then you just literally shift it, and you're literally cleaning out that energy field. You're moving that energy through, because it can get stuck and stagnated. And on an energetic level, we know that that's going to really affect the physical and really affect the medical, right? So when we want our energy to be cleaned and cleared, we can actually set the intention and do it. It's amazing. So those are the layers. When we're in the meditation, when I'm speaking of those layers, you can actually just kind of picture it one after the other. The spiritual layer is very sparkly, almost like glitter dust. And the cosmic energy is more like a gold color. So at the end, we're going to just have this beautiful gold bubble just holding us so securely and so clearly and so cleanly and so supercharged to just be able to allow us to just float like a feather wherever it is that we're going. So this week is really going to be about reclaiming our power, about scripting out what it is that we are wanting to create in our lives. If we're wanting to create harmony and harmonious relationships and happiness and health, and a lot of times the health and the vitality are some of the things that tend to sort of stand in our way. It's like we know that we need to do things for ourselves, but for some reason we're still not doing it. This evening is going to be a time where we can actually just really see the truth about what it is that we're maybe not allowing to come forward into our new identity. Just, some of those moments that have been coming up for clarity, but like we always say, if you don't see it, you can't, if you're not going to be able, if you don't know it's there, it's really hard to heal it or to feel it or to move it through. So this is just giving us that opportunity to see some of these things that we really may be ready to allow to move through our system. So I know I have talked a lot about energy before, but what we're going to do tonight is kind of have this little energy wash, this energy system wash. So on Monday, when I do my group class, I'll go through more about the day-to-day stuff that's happening this week coming up. But know that it is going to be really powerful and really helping you to rise above, really helping you to hone into your true nature and purpose, really helping you to understand what it is that lights you up. Because let's face it, if you haven't been able to come to a real true choice where you really feel you can really see that new identity, you can really see that thing that you want coming true, you can really see that manifestation in the energy and in the way that you want. If you're not able to really see that clearly, this week is when you'll be able to do so. There's going to be some really cool synchronicities coming up, and again, I can't help but mention to possibly do a little bit of journaling. Even if you're writing to a friend, talking to a friend, pay attention to what it is that you're saying. Pay attention to those words that are coming out, those little add-ons that you make, or those things that you sort of say and then almost instantly regret, because those are often those beliefs that we're hanging on to. And that is also something that we're going to choose to just let go and just kind of reclaim our lives tonight. So the last thing I really want to say is that with the energy system, it's also about our nervous energy. And the nervous systems that are running things. The autonomic nervous system that is, I mean, let's face it, 80% of the time is in fight or flight, right? So even noticing if you happen to be in fight or flight mode more than not, if you're feeling a little bit more stressed than not, take some time to do some of those things I've spoken of before with balancing your nervous system, regulating your nervous system. Because, of course, if our nervous system is dysregulated, it's going to be hard to regulate our energetic field and our energetic system. So they work really hand in hand. And by this, it's changing your state, you know, getting out and actually going and grounding yourself outside, putting your bare feet in the ground, rolling your hands back, allowing yourself to open up your arms. It's really hard to have a closed in energy field when you're standing on the ground, and just being grateful for feeling the air coming into your lungs. Do some of the fun things that I taught you guys before, where you just with your eyes look to one side for 30 seconds if you can, just literally just staring at one side as hard as you can, keeping your point fixed on as far as you can to one side until you feel your body, either you want to take a deep breath, you kind of feel like you're going to yawn. And once you get that kind of indication, then you can move your eyes over to the opposite side and just again look for 30 seconds. You'll often feel just a bit of a sigh or a yawn. You'll end up kind of feeling that release happen in your body. Sometimes it's goosebumps, sometimes it's a sneeze, sometimes it's different things, but you may have your own symptoms of nervous system regulation, but keep your eye out for those. Do the ear massage. I always say stick your finger in your ear, and then you just grab your earlobe underneath and you just massage for, you know, about a minute or so. That actually, by pulling on your earlobe and massaging in a small circle, you're going to stimulate your vagus nerve. You can hum. You can do some beautiful just humming to whoever might be around, or not. Hum to yourself, hum a nice song. And a shower. A shower is probably one of my favorite places to do an energy wash. I almost pretend like the water is like sparkles coming down and just literally cleaning out my whole energy field and my whole energy system. So use that as a, you know, you can do a cold shower for a few seconds at the end of your shower, but showers are a beautiful place to actually really cleanse your energy and cleanse your energetic field, especially if you're feeling a little bit off, not feeling yourself. I just felt like there were so many people that were feeling kind of like blah still, when we should be feeling a heck of a lot better this week in moving forward. There was so much questioning going on and so much doubt and so much burnout and so many things that were happening. And then I came across a few things over the week that a lot of other cosmic influences were saying as well. And it was all about this kind of energetic hangover feeling. And a lot of people are even feeling pressures in the sacral plexus and in the womb type area. So we're going to do a special part of the meditation for that tonight, because there's been a lot of traumas. There's been a lot of stuff, especially as women, that we hang on to and that we have buried so deep down, that it felt like a really great way to be able to kind of cleanse some of that out tonight with doing some beautiful flower work in our meditation as well. So yeah, I think it'll be really nice. So what I would like you to do is get as comfortable as you can, whether you choose to lay down or sit up. If you're going to sit, just try and straighten up your spine as much as possible, and just roll your shoulders back a little bit, and just try and relax your body. If you're going to lie down, just find a comfortable place, support your neck properly. And just imagine that your breath is slowing down, and I want you to pretend almost like you're a deer in a field, and just allow your breath to slow. And as your breath is slowing, I want you to just notice how it feels coming in and out of your body. So allowing that breath to just flow in through your belly, and get in touch with your belly right now. Expand your belly out as much as you can. Maybe try and inhale for 5 or 6 seconds if you can. And then breathe out, relaxing every cell in your body if you can. Just imagine your whole body starting to relax and just slowing down. Heart rate's starting to slow, breath is starting to slow. Just being intentional with your breath, just breathing in through your belly, expanding it, And as you breathe out, just relaxing your whole body. And I want you to just get in touch with your physical body right now. I want you to just imagine just being kind of free, just allowing yourself to almost rock a little bit. If you're sitting, if you feel your body sway a little bit, that's very good. Just allowing yourself to get into this beautiful alpha healing state. And I want you to imagine that right now you're just in a beautiful field. You're in a beautiful field and you can just see nothing but gorgeous greenery all around you. And I want you to just imagine you are on top of a hill and you can just see down into this beautiful, lush green field. And in the middle of that field, there's this blanket, this soft, cushy blanket that you can go crawl onto. And I want you to just start walking towards it and feel your feet as you're walking through the green brush on the ground. Just feeling your feet connecting with the earth, one step after the other. What does that green field feel like underneath your feet? Does it feel tickly? Is it soft? Is it long grass, or is it more mossy? What is that green texture that's underneath you? And as you get closer and closer to this blanket, you just feel like you're coming home. And on this blanket, once you crawl on, once you find a place to sit or lie on it, I want you to feel as though it's almost like this magic blanket, this magic magnetic blanket. It's like this magic magnetic alignment blanket that when you sit on it, all of a sudden, the body, mind, and spirit come together and are ready to intertwine and integrate. And I want you to just connect with your physical body right now, the physical imprint that you came down here as. This physical body that you have, that no one else has, that is not like anyone else's. It's been through things that no one else's body has. But it's your body, and it was made to teach you particular lessons. And perhaps to even teach others particular lessons about the things that you conquered in this body of yours. And I want you on this physical level of your body to just notice where your energy may be draining from. Notice if there's some places in your body that have been unwell. Notice if there's some places in your body that have felt disconnected. And I want you to just, with intention, now remember that energy follows intention. And if there is any energy that you've picked up or absorbed from other people, from other things, from other places, from other beings, I want you to just ask your guides, ask Archangel Michael to help you to clear this, to cleanse it, and just choose. Just ask that any energy that you've picked up or absorbed be cleansed and cleared in the light. And as this energy is showing itself in your physical body, I want you to notice all the lights of your energy centers starting to light up. Your root chakra, your sacral, your solar, your heart, your throat, your third eye, your crown. Almost like little lights starting to turn on in the body. Starting to feel like you're coming home. Imagine these lights turning on: red for the root, orange for the sacral, yellow for the solar, right in your belly. Imagine this yellow light just starting to shine. the green inside your heart. And I want you to feel this green light, all of these beautiful lower chakra lights start to glow, start to shine, start to vibrate, start to cleanse, start to clear. And I want you to notice this energy starting to travel into your arms, into your hands, and imagine as though you can breathe in and out of your palms right now. When you breathe in, that energy and that air are actually being drawn in through your palms. And as you breathe out, imagine it escaping from your palms and spreading out. And imagine that heart chakra just expanding as the blue color starts to come up into your throat chakra. Expanding, healing, transmuting, clearing, and cleaning all of that energy through the neck, through the thymus gland. Those are really going to be healing this week. Allowing us to just speak and hear the truth, really emanating with that. Allowing your head to get a little tingly as the third eye starts to open, clean and clear, as well as the crown chakra opening up to that divine energy, like there's energy starting to move through your body, just through your physical body. Just feel those tingles as that energy starts to expand and move. And as that energy does start to expand and move a little bit, I want you to allow it to start to seep out of that physical realm into your blueprint, just an inch or two away from your body. And become aware now of this magical blueprint that's all around you, this grid, this energetic grid, this sacred geometry that holds you. Has little lines going everywhere to certain lessons, to certain spiritual awakenings, to certain skills. These are all your blueprints. Imagine now the blueprint of you, what it would look like. It's encompassing your whole physical body, an inch out. Just notice if any of your body is giving you a little bit of a sign, a little bit of a tapping from the inside, any twitching or gurgling going on anywhere around your body. Just feeling into that blueprint. And between the blueprint and the physical body, I want you to ask now if there's any energy that you have been giving away, that you have been letting some of those lines get crossed. I want you to hold the intention now of calling back that energy into your own body, into your own energetic field, restoring any space, any scars, any traumas. Healing, cleansing, clearing, and transmuting as it comes through the light of your blueprint into your physical body. And as this starts to clean and clear and transmute, I want you to feel your emotional body, that next layer, that layer of color, your true aura. I want you to just notice the colors swirling about, swirling around. If you could see them maybe 6 inches around your body, 8 inches even. Colors just floating and swirling. Are they moving? Do they look like northern lights? Are they being poured in? Is it more like dust? Is it like plasma? What does it look like for you, your emotional, energetic level, that layer of emotions that are around you? What color would you best integrate with right now? What color do you best respond to? What color is coming into your mind? Colors coming into your mind when we think about your head and your face, just feeling all those muscles relax in the face. What colors are floating around your head right now? On the outside, just coloring your energetic field, coloring your emotions all around you, that wearing your heart on your sleeve. What color is it? What color is around your neck or your heart? What colors are around your belly, your hips, your legs? What if a color was to be around your feet? Bring a color in right now and just notice this beautiful energetic layer. And now moving into the mental layer where it's a little bit sparky. It's a little bit electrical. There's things firing and moving around here. All the synapses of the new identities that you're creating. This field of all possibilities, this field of beautiful, sparkly energy. Imagine this lighting you up and encompassing your emotional layer, your blueprint, your physical. And I want you to ask with intention right now if there has been any energy that you have been overextending, where you've been hanging on to limiting beliefs. Are you ready to finally let something go? Are you ready to shift something? What is it that you want to create? This is all hanging out in this mental level, your true goals and wishes, your true capabilities that, oh, if I could do this, I would just be so happy. Just imagine that right now, what comes to your mind. And ask that if you've overextended, if you've had any energies that have been drawn out where you're no longer wishing them to be drawn out, whether it's emotions, beliefs, relationships, careers, people, self-talk, health, vitality, anywhere this energy has been out of balance, call it back home. Ask for guidance, ask the archangels, ask God, ask your soul. This is your soul guiding this right now on the path that you're meant for and the reason you were here. It's all going to come into clarity this week. Will you be ready? Allowing that beautiful mental sparkly energy to clean, clear, zap any energy, ropes, ties to anything that you've been overextending, and just ask for it to be cleansed and cleared right now. Literally feel that in your mind, in your body, in your soul. And then if there's any times that you've picked up or absorbed anyone else's energies, any energies that are just no longer serving you, these stories that we've taken on, lessons learned from parents, things we've been told that we know aren't true but still ring true, even if we don't know what they are, allowing those to be cleansed and cleared right now in our whole energy field, using that mental, beautiful electrical energy to sever, to spark away, to cleanse and clear. Just ask that all that energy be cleansed in the light. And moving through now into that heart center, into the heart chakra where we've been hurt, all of those contracts, all of those vows, all of those ancestral ties, all of those hard lessons that we learned, all those traumas that we went through growing up in our family. This is where we choose to truly change the generational trauma. Nothing will ever go past this point in time right now unless you choose it to. Who are you going to choose to be and allow this layer, this beautiful, just wonderful, expansive heart chakra energy in a beautiful bluey green color. And I want you to just imagine right now this bluey green color coming in and expanding out of your body. It may be, I know you can see the blue. I know you can see the color right now, this gorgeous bluey green color. And just allow this heart expansion to happen and imagine it getting bigger and bigger outside of your body, like you can actually feel it expanding, like someone is got this really cool expanding toy around you that's just moving out and out and out. Allowing your heart wall to come down to a safe place where pieces can come down. Maybe small windows, maybe just a crack in the door, but pieces of this heart wall are ready to shift, are ready to move. We just ask that any energy that has been overextended or absorbed be cleaned and cleared in the light right now in this heart center. All the traumas, all those stories, all those things we chose that we would never go through again, all those times that we were so hurt we almost vowed never to love again or be loved. Choosing self-love, choosing to actually put yourself first, choosing to pay attention to what it is that makes you feel good will just allow you to expand on such a collective and creative level. And now I want you to imagine white light coming in like a bubble, coming around you, expanding out a few feet from your body, this white bubble that's starting to come around you, and allow this light to just penetrate every layer so far. The spiritual, the mental, the emotional, the heart, the blueprint, the physical. Imagine it all being covered in white, sparkly light right now. Almost like there's a dusty sparkle coming over every part of your body. And I just want you to imagine it coming from the cosmos, all the way from the top of your head, and expanding down, just coating you in this beautiful white, sparkly, bubbly light that's going to protect you from all future energetic attacks. It'll have cleansed and cleared you from past energetic attacks. We just ask that any energy in this spiritual level that has been overextended, that has had self-doubt, just clean and clear this in the light right now. Feeling that dusty, sparkly light come over your whole energetic field. And as we expand even more, I want you to imagine this beautiful golden light coming from up underneath your feet, from the earth's core, from Mother Gaia herself, from the cosmos. It's this beautiful cosmic energy that is so expansive, will connect you to the rest of the world. But you can actually see it starting to form this gorgeous golden orb around you. Almost like a beautiful candy with all of the goodness inside, and this gold wrapper, this gold shell, this gold globe is all around you, expanding into the energies that you want. And we just call back any energy from the cosmos as far and as wide as it may have spread. Every time we've sent so much energy that we've drained ourselves, we're going to call this energy back home now and just ask to call any energetic ties back home that you may have overextended, to clean and clear any of those beliefs that may keep you from expanding into this realm, protecting you in your bubble, creating this beautiful gold bubble. And just call in any energy that may have been absorbed or picked up from any other energetic sources, and just ask the light, ask Archangel Michael, ask all of your ascended masters, ask your superconscious right now to help your body, help your physical, your blueprint, your emotional, your mental, your heart, your spiritual, and now your cosmic energetic levels to be cleansed and cleared in the light. And just hold that intention. As you stay on this magnetic blanket, it's like everything can just reprogram, cleansing and clearing it for the highest good. And now I want you to just hold an intention for a moment of what it is that you want to create in your life in the next little while. What are you really ready for? You're really ready to finally feel happy, abundant, peaceful. Allow this bubble to pick you up and bring you closer and closer to this timeline, being totally in magnetic alignment with where you're going, on a clear path with a clear energetic field. And I'd love for you to just take a couple of nice deep cleansing breaths as you just ask that any of this energy be returned home that has been overextended, and anything that's in the field that doesn't need to be anymore can just be cleansed and cleared and transmuted. And right now, in your golden bubble, I want you to imagine a shower starting to happen, a cosmic wash, an energy wash, an energetic field wash, almost like you're going through the car wash, and it's blasting the cycle on the energy cleaning bubbles, and it's literally just showering your whole bubble, you included, all of your energetic layers, with this gorgeous golden healing bubbly light. Just imagine this golden light encompassing, cleaning, and clearing, just like a car wash, scrubbing anything that may need to be cleaned and cleared in the light. It's this light wash that you're on. And just feeling that. Taking those nice receiving breaths. And when you're ready, you can ground yourself, feeling your bubble float back down to the ground. And just notice that you can walk with this beautiful gold orb around you all the time, this new protective bubble that you can set up for yourself every single day if you wanted. And I recommend even just going through those layers every day, just a quick wash, asking that any attention that has been coming to any areas of your body. One of the things I really like to do is, if I'm feeling things on a certain place in the body, know where it's coming from. I always look at Louise Hay or Caroline Myss have lists of things spiritually that can be affecting you. One thing people have been noticing is their eyes lately. Mine have been really sandy. Even last week, I was just rubbing my eyes and rubbing my eyes. It's like we're coming into this new identity. We've been manifesting this. We've been magnetically drawn. We've been doing the work. We've been going through, and now we're seeing things differently. So people are not even needing their glasses or needing a new prescription this week. All sorts of things are regenerating and shifting. And so go with this and have some fun with being this intuitive light that you are, that can just do so much for this world, for yourselves, when you just allow yourself, when you actually let go and allow yourself to be that creative, beautiful soul that you are. So with that, I am going to stop the recording. I hear things being smashed and crashed outside.